Well, good morning, everyone. Today is the 6th of June, 2024, and Mark's ready to read the 21st chapter of Revelation. We got one more chapter, and we'll be finished with this. Tomorrow we'll read the last chapter, but this chapter 21 is describing the new heaven and the new earth. It says the first earth is going to be passed away, and there was no more sea. And it says that John saw the holy Jerusalem coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And he says that the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and be their God. God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. There shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain. I like that. For the former things are passed away. I'm no longer going to need my cane. And he that sat upon the throne said, I make all things new. I'm the Alpha, Omega, the beginning and the end, first and last. And he says that he is going to give unto them, him that is athirst, of the fountain of the water of life freely. And he says that I will be their God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful, unbelieving, and abominable murderers, whoremongers, sorcerers, idolaters, and idol liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire. And then he says that one of the seven angels had the vial of the seven last plagues and talked with me and said, I show thee the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the spirit in a high mountain and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God. And then it describes the heaven. It describes the heaven as having 12 gates. And the gates, 12 angels. And on the gates are written the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And 12 foundations. The name of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he's going to measure the city and tells the height and breadth of the city. It says the building is jasper, pure gold, clear as glass, chalcedony, sapphire, jasper, emerald, sardonyx, sardius, chrysolite, beryl, topaz, chrysoprasus, jacinth, amethyst, pure gold. 12 gates for 12 pearls. And it says that the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are in the temple of it. The city has no need of a sun, neither of the moon. The glory of God lightens it. The Lamb is the light of it. The nations are there and shall walk in the light of it. And the gate of it shall be not shut all day. There shall be no night there. They shall bring glory and honor the nations into it. It says those people that are going to be in this city are those that are written in the Lamb's Book of Life. So I'll turn this over to Mark and have him read this description of where God's elect will be residing for eternity.
Revelation chapter 21. I saw a new heaven and a new earth. The first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. He that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. He said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst the fountain of water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving and abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. There came unto me one of the seven angels which had the seven vials full of the seven last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God, having the glory of God. Her light was like unto the stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal. It had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of 12 tribes of the children of Israel. On the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. The wall of the city had 12 foundations, and then the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. He that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof. The city lieth foursquare, and the length is as large as the breadth, and he measured the city with a reed. 12,000 furlongs, the length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. He measured the wall thereof in 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is, of the angel. The building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. The foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third a chalcedony, the fourth an emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh crystallite, the eighth beryl, the ninth a topaz, the 10th a chrysoprase, the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst, the 12th an amethyst, and the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of 1 pearl. The street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass. And I saw no temple therein, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb the temple of it. The city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it, for the glory of God that lightened it, the Lamb is the light thereof. The nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth to bring their glory and honor into it. And the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there. They shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it, and there shall in no wise enter into anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life.
Okay, thank you, Mark. We will conclude, good Lord being in the matter of this reading of the book of Revelation tomorrow. And one of these days, this earth as we know it will be no more. There'll be a new heaven and a new earth, wherein will dwell with righteousness. And Christ will be the King of kings and Lord of lords, ruling from his throne.